James Middlebrook, if he can indeed have a runner. Now, I thought runners had been taken out of the game. Or is that just in international cricket? Yeah, just getting confirmation from Benedict that it's only in international cricket that you're not allowed a runner. So we are going to get a pause in proceedings here. Worth having a look back over the wickets that have fallen.
Yeah, first wicket to fall. Plan for Derbyshire was to send the pinch hitter in, but it didn't quite work out. Second one to go was Godleman, such an important part. Derbyshire, but couldn't make any effect. And then a brilliant piece of bowling from Lamb. Remove Leus, Reece.
Yeah, 87 from 55 for Derbyshire Falcons. You had the 1 point so far in the North Group. That was from no result in the match that was abandoned against Leicestershire. Both these sides have had matches abandoned or not completed against Leicestershire in this year's short group stage. Derbyshire will desperately need Wayne Madsen to be out there. They're going to open up their account this evening. Lancashire with 2 points will join Nottinghamshire on 5 at the top of the North Group. As if by magic. So Lancashire Lightning with that net run rate identical to that of the Notts Outlaws, if they were to win this evening, would go top on net run rate. And Durham, well, they've I suppose you could say they've been unfortunate. They've completed 3 games and lost them all. Everybody else has had at least one no result to get them a point at least. So I think it's Lewis Reece who has strapped the pads on. Doesn't have to wear the inner thigh guards or a box. All his external kit must be the same as that of Wayne Madsen's. He looks like he's really struggling. But he will keep the strike. And after 11 overs, Derbyshire are 93 for 3.
Right arm over, lad.
Struggling. But he will keep the strike. And after 11 overs, Derbyshire are 93 for 3.
Right arm over, lad.
struggling. But he will keep the strike.
It's
his boundary hitting rhythm as well. That's nicely done. Really good from Plooy.
Yeah, he also strikes me as a player who is quite gritty, quite determined, not someone who would probably accept a runner that easily. So it just makes you think actually he's probably done something quite bad.
Yeah, the old Achilles aren't quite as elastic at the age of 36. The likes of Pope and Co. playing these bent in half shots. It's another couple who brings up the 100 for Derbyshire, 79 from 49 now.
Yeah, good running from these two as well. Leg side again, everyone out, one in the inner ring. It's a lot of skill to judge it, so you can run a two. At the end of the over, that'll be 101 for 3.
Lamb has done very nicely with 24 for him. And again, not that it ever means anything from the very end. Gives you some sort of an idea that Derbyshire, who looked as though they'd started too slowly, are actually very much in touch. Long way to go. And Hughes practicing his glides through backward point. Stephen Croft with the Jeffrey Boycott tribute act with the hat on backwards.
You're a fan of that, Butch?
Not entirely sure. I mean, I quite liked it when I was 11 or 12 with the piece of lino doing my breakdancing back in the day. You know, whatever floats your boat.
He's got him a couple of wickets.
A little delay before the release there from Croft. Madsen again is just throttled back down again.
Come on, Stevie. Come on, Stevie.
I wonder how much of an impediment that's going to be to him really sort of putting his foot down and striking the ball.
Get it. Yeah.
As Ollie Pope was saying to us during the first game, that so much of the power and the hand speed and the bat speed comes from the ground up, comes from the legs and the core. And if you've got one tyre burst, you're not going to be able to hit it quite as far.
Yes, one. We'll watch 30.
Yeah, you lose a bit of confidence as well. You're not quite sure what exactly it is. Half of his thinking might be, I don't really want to make it worse. Just means he's playing a bit more tentatively now. Not intentionally, he probably is more than happy to try and score boundaries, but when your body's telling you otherwise, it's hard to go against that.
Another canny over this from Croft. Headgear notwithstanding. Just the 4 runs from 5 deliveries, and the rate starts to climb again. Tries a leggy last ball of his third. Only yields a single. And that's a tidy over for Lancashire. 106 for 3.
Change bowling, right arm.
Madsen may be suffering from a little injury. He's still got Derbyshire in the hunt. Rates 10.5. Parkinson to continue.
Happens quick here. Wait there.
And even though this is the last commentary stint of the day, I think we've peaked at Piggin again.
Come on. Oh, what's going on here?
Butcher's pulled one out the back there. Going to be using that in every sentence. Possibly can.
You've got to use it tomorrow. Some stage of your day, you've got to use it tomorrow.
I'm sure my partner will be delighted.
Well, the chap behind the stumps, Al Davies, nice and quick. That's what he's been saying to his teammates. Got to get through the overs. Lancashire, Derby right in the hunt.
Now, has he got all of it? Looks as though he has. Liam Hurt just watches it sail over his head. Now Derbyshire are viewing this game with a lot rosy tinted specs here.
That's a cracking shot. Watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself. Oh dear, oh dear. Tries to style it out. It was a cracking shot, I must say. Parkinson under real pressure.
This time over the offside. Same result though. Really good batting here from Leus to Plooy. Only been there 16 balls. It's 35 not out.
Leg side previous. This one over, wide, long off. That's an absolute wonderful shot. Never went higher than 20 feet. Absolute beauty.
Wide to follow it up. I've given Leus to Plooy 6 more. He should have, but still. Strike rate of just a touch under 200. Now this he hasn't got. Oh, the second time of asking. Hearts in mouth. Rob Jones it was. Bobbling it. But in the end, snaffling it securely.
Oh, 6-6. Did he need to go a third time? That's what he'll be asking himself. Rob Jones, it was a simple catch. Well, it should have been a simple catch. Pops in. Bit of composure. Job done in the end. It's a big, big wicket, though. Parkinson, well, has been clattered around this evening. That's a massive wicket. Deploy. Good knock, though. 29. Harvey, 121 for 4.
Derbyshire are going to do it. They're going to have to do it the hard way. Never easy with a runner out there. That's 38 not out from 23 balls. Very brisk partnership getting Derbyshire back in it. 61 runs off 31 deliveries between Madsen and Plooy. Now Matt Critchley, very useful with the bat.
Catch it, buddy!
Every shot. Feel the grimace and wince of pain from Wayne Madsen. Single to finish the over. He'll keep the strike. 6 overs remain. Derbyshire 122 for 4. just knew as soon as he struck it. Didn't come out of the sweet spot. Parkinson into the wickets column. Interesting to see the comparison. Nobby. 14 overs gone. Lancashire at this stage were 126 for 1. Derbyshire 122 for 4.
Yeah, it's a similar stage when Derby clawed their way back into the game the last 6 or 7 overs. Lancs faltered really. Lancs were looking at getting 200 at one stage.
Tommy, very good, Tommy.
Well, Madsen looks in real strife. He is battling.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
In a lot of pain, Wayne Madsen. Well, Matt Critchley's a good striker of the ball. Problem is, you've got to do it from the off here. Under 10 and over, though. You take that. 6 overs remaining, so he can get himself up and running early here.
Yes.
It's often marked comfortably enough.
Come on,
It's
Tommy,
amazing,
lovely
though,
start,
that
Tommy.
partnership in the space of 5 overs has taken Derbyshire really in the hunt. 55 from 34 required. It's amazing that Madsen can get into that kind of shape to play that sort of shot. Whether he's got anything on it or not, matters not for Derbyshire. A little bit of a skim off the face, but it brings him 4 more.
He outfoxes Al Davies here. Al Davies goes down leg side, try and block it. In the end, it ends up right in Al Davies' gloves. And it stayed put. That's what happens, though. Improvisation. Brilliant knock here from Madsen.
It's amazing considering the damage that, well, we don't know the extent of the damage, but it looks as though it's his Achilles. Even to get down and play those little paddles and reverses.
Catch that, please.
It's cleanly struck, but straight down the throat of long off. Madsen goes. Jones takes it cleanly this time. Just the one attempt needed. Derbyshire's chase suffers a severe blow.
Well, catch it please was the call from the keeper, Al Davies. They knew the enormity of the wicket. Wayne Madsen taking Derbyshire very close. Good catch by Rob Jones in the end in the deep. Madsen is going to take his injured body off. Fantastic knock. 44 batting on one leg. Derby 128 for 5. Just didn't get it out of the middle. Hand off the bat, no control. He was always going to go down shooting Wayne Madsen. Unfortunately, sore leg. Look at that. He's in a lot of pain. Go, go is the call. Doesn't go far enough.
Alex Hughes it is to join Matt Critchley, who's at the non-striker's end. So how do Derbyshire do this now? Singles and twos maybe for an over.
Critchley's a good striker of the ball. Alex Hughes can hit. Best of 43 not out. He needs a couple of balls to get his eye in. Can't really lose another wicket here, Derby.
Very close in. Jennings it is. Dukes of Hazard hair of his. 5 overs to go. Derbyshire 129 for 5.
The Plooy was good with a couple of big sixes. Just wondered, did he hit one attempted 6, one too many? Wayne Madsen was brilliant. 44 of 27.
Squeeze
Derbyshire still have batsmen in the hutch. Anuj Dahl, Harvey Hosein as well. No mugs whatsoever. Let's see, thought crossed Critchley's mind whether to go big towards that short boundary. Adjusted just in time.
47 miles an hour, that ball. There has been a lot of chat about Matt Parkinson's speed at international level. That was just 47 miles an hour, so it took the pace right off that. Whether he's anticipating batsman trying to go big leg side.
Just maybe dangling the carrot for Critchley, just daring him almost.
A little comparison between brothers. Left arm Callum had a great day this afternoon, bowled brilliantly. Matt leg spinner, giving it a bit more rip. Average speed's 48. You would say that's on the fairly slow side. Leg spinner. A lot of chat a couple of weeks ago down in Southampton. Adil Rashid's speeds have gone up a little bit. It's getting a bit more rip on it. I think Adil Rashid is, with a bit of time off and a bit of work on his shoulder, a bit of rehab, a bit of gym, is able to get a bit more on the ball.
Finding fielders so far. No, I'm with you. In that one-day international series against Ireland, it was really fizzing out of the hand of Adil Rashid.
2 balls here up at 15.
Seems similar actually in the T20 international we've just seen, although every single ball from both sides seemed to go the distance. Such was the nature of the Old Trafford surface. It was a fabulous batting track, and all the bowlers seemed to struggle. But you're right, just a little bit quicker from Rashid.
Go get it.
4 runs coming from the first 5 deliveries. What's Critchley thinking here? Does he have a dip? Parkinson's final ball of his spell. Sees it out.
No run.
Just for the single. 5 runs from Parkinson's final over. 1 for 41 off 4. He's returned. And 4 overs gone. 4 overs remain. 134. Pick of the Lancashire bowlers so far has been Stephen Croft. He's got 1 over left. He's got 2 for 15.
Change the ball in, right arm over. Off on the ring.
Well, Croft it is going to be.
I want him squeezing 1, yeah.
Stephen Croft's been bowling in his cap. He's reversed it. Previously, he's going orthodox now.
Well, this is the game now. This is the game in a nutshell. These 6 balls against Croft cannot take him for 6 or 7. You've got to go downtown. Got to try and take him for 12, 15, get that run rate down to 9, 9.5. Bowling phantoms, not trying to spin the ball. Short boundary straight. Got to get down the wicket and try and pump him for a couple of maximums.
Not a maximum, but good enough. Down on the one knee from Alex Hughes. Just lofting it over the infield. Clatters into the boundary boards.
That was a seam-up ball. Hughes got down on his knee nice and early. It's a good shot. It's in a good position. It's a pretty poor ball by Stephen Croft. Must be said. Well, cap's gone backwards again. Daggers.
That was the problem. Now, I'm with you, though. This has got to be the over. Run rate is up towards 11s. 40 from 22.
Keeper. Lovely single, it's going up.
So that's the leg side field for Croft. Deep backward square, deep wicket long on. Oh, that's been struck nicely. Willing the ball to get over, and it does. Yelps of delight from the Derbyshire bench, who called for runs this over. He got 12 so far.
Well, I think this is a poor decision from Dane Vilas. I think there's a need to bowl Stephen Croft here. He's just bowling 60 mile an hour, seam up. Something you see every Saturday and Sunday afternoon down your local club team, and he's getting pumped.
Yes, Steve, very good, Steve.
Safely stay at 1. It's 13 from this over, so telepathy between the two batsmen and Niall O'Brien.
Get out, Boozer. Get out, Boozer.
Crystal clear.
No, not
Try and push two here, just to the edge of the 30-yard circle. And
well done, Erty, lad.
actually, probably correct decision to send Hughes back. 14 from it. 3 overs remain. 148 for 5. Tom Bailey coming back on the Kirkstall Lane end. His 2 overs have just cost 13. Usually in this situation, you do tend these days to nudge towards the batting side when it's 30 off 3. It's a regular occurrence.
Yeah, you take 10 and over for the last 3. Ideally, you want someone on 50 or 60 at the crease.
Started to tail in to Critchley at the back end. Done well to squeeze it out to deep backward square. 150 up for Derbyshire. 29 from 16. That's very well bowled from Bailey. Just 59 miles an hour. Real loopy one.
Same pace as Stephen Croft. Inside edge. Hughes, wholehearted cricketer. Head down.
Three balls to find the boundary. Stuck the arms out. Didn't know a great deal about it though, did Bailey, but satisfied that just got the single.
Yeah, not the over Derby needed here. Slow ball. So 73, just took a little bit of pace off it. Derby just need a couple over the ropes here. Run rate's up at 11.5.
It's wonderful to see Hughes try and lob one over fine leg up inside the circle. He's going to go down the ground, but he's not got it. Liam Hurt has. Comfortably pouched. And that's what the good start to the over has produced for Lancashire. The end of Alex Hughes.
Length ball. It was there to hit. Hughes just couldn't get it out of the middle. Fairly simple catch. Liam Hurt. easily taken that long on. Alex Hughes got to go for 10. Derby 152 for 6.
Anuj Dahl non-strikers end. Critchley for Bailey, but all they can do is just squeeze another single. Very, very fine over from Tom Bailey. The wicket and 5 from it. 2 overs remain. Derbyshire 153 for 6.
Come on, Mammy.
This was the end of Alex Davies. He was there to hit. You want the ball in the air, in that bullish length, in the slot. Just couldn't get it out of screws. Parkinson was expensive. 41. Croft has done a good job. Bailey's been very, very good.
Middle.
Is that off?
Off.
Danny Lamb to bowl the penultimate over. Lots of changes of pace. Critchley, long leg side boundary to try and find. Starts off with the slow one. I think you've got to set up for the... We mentioned this earlier on. Previous game about setting up for slower balls. It's predominantly what's going to be coming down.
Yeah, Lamb has bowled mainly slower balls all evening.
Catch it! All right, let's go. Come in.
Decent connection, but just wrong.
Just haven't had the big hits at the back end. You needed a player that was set to be here at the back end. Madsen, you can excuse, he was injured, he played really well, superb innings. I just thought the Plooy maybe could have hung in there a little longer. Hit Parkinson for 2 maximums. Parkinson only had a couple of balls left of a spell. I think he may could have played a little bit clever.
Yes, bossy.
All we can do is find fielders, and the victory seems to be slipping further and further away from Derbyshire. Take something very special now. 24 to win from an over and a half.
When you see the rate, it's only 10 and over, but you've got 2 players fairly new to the crease.
Get it, Hartley! Well done, Hartley. Well done, mate. Well done.
It's 2, but Lancashire won't mind.
2's a fine.
4 runs from 4 deliveries. Has to be now for Critchley. Possibly over extra cover. An option for him. Backing away, slice through point perhaps. Hope for 1 down towards the backward square. Ain't going to get it done.
Changes have been good. Lancashire, slow balls have been good. Well, about 4 slow balls per over as this innings has gone on. The wicket's got a little bit slower. Second game out of the course.
He's played it nicely. He's just going to catch it though inside the boundary rope. But overall, an excellent penultimate over from Danny Lamb. 7 runs conceded. Derbyshire 19 from the final over, 160 for 6. 6 balls remain, 19 needed for Derbyshire. Struck very sweetly as well. That's the start. That's the start from Critchley. Towering 6 to kick things off. 13 from 5. Derbyshire's spirits lift again.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. In the slot. Bailey got away with one last over. Got a wicket off a ball in the slot, but not this time. Critchley gets enough elevation. Game on. 13 from 5.
He's got the short boundary to the leg side. Has Critchley. Almost cleaned up the ball. Got to come back for 2 if you're Anuj. He does. Throw going to the keeper's end. Critchley home. 11 from 4.
Smash this straight back of the bowler's head. Back of the hand, slow ball. Oh dear. Could have been dangerous.
Just wondering about the height. Players have asked to have a look at this. Just okay, I fancy. Eleven from 4. Who holds the nerve? Just got it past. Could be a couple on here. Maybe even 3. Has he touched the boundary rope? Anuj has come back for the 3rd, but they'll take a good long hard look at this. Dane Vilas it was, maybe losing his footing. A slippery surface. The boundary. Oh, that's 4. That is 4. More important for Derbyshire. That will keep Critchley on strike.
Massive moment, that, Daggers. That is huge.
Captain can't believe what's just occurred. It's 7 from 3. This game was gone 3 balls ago. They'll take the leg by. Derbyshire in search of their first victory in the Vitality Blast. 2 balls, Anuj. The man on strike. 6 required. Already seen 2 ties in the South Group so far. Middlesex and Surrey, Middlesex and Kent. Oh, it's well bowled. Foxed him. Oh, and he's done. Brilliant from Alex Davies. Really, really fine work. Keeping his nerve. Staying calm. Dead eye.
Oh, that's brilliant from Davies. Absolutely brilliant. Good from Bailey. Another back of the hand, slow ball. Got to take the run on. Really, really cool work by the keepers and a cracking night, it must be said. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for Lancashire. Critchley, he did a good job. Got a side very close. 32. Derby won 73 for 7.
Critchley gave Derbyshire a sniff. 32 from 20 made. And a good night as Alex Davies. Tom Bailey will be hugely relieved. He went 13 off his first 4 deliveries. Crucial dot ball. 6 to win off the last ball. It's just fallen short for Derbyshire. Just a single out to deep mid-wicket. And Lancashire breathe a sigh of relief. Valiant effort from Derbyshire in pursuit of 179 to win. Margin of victory, just 4 runs for the Lancashire Lightning. They'll join the Nottinghamshire Outlaws on